Hello guys, welcome back. This is your faculty Sudarshan from Hari Academy CA, CS, CMA. I hope you are doing well. Now, why I am here on this video to talk to you about a cash book, not entire cash book. For entire cash book learning, we have already taken a fundamentals of accounting video in our classes, entire classes that is also available in my website at a discounted price of 60% offer is going on for some period. So you can utilize that offer to get the entire fundamentals of classes for CA Foundation, CMA Foundation, and CMA Inter. I'm surely telling you that is going to be your change in the thinking of a basic concepts in accounting, like fundamentals of accounting, like business entity concept, materiality concept, and then concepts like accrual concept, okay, money measurement concept, everything will be there. So you can surely check out the link given in the description below. Now, here the most important thing in a cash book, in a modern day transaction, is debit card and credit card transaction. Many of them have seen a check related transaction. That is a tradition way of giving a check. Now, I have a facility, I have a benefit, or I have a concession, or I have a easy way to get my cash. That is what debit card and credit card transaction. So what is meant by debit card? Debit card means you will have a cash in your hand. That is rupees 1 lakh in my hand. That 1 lakh, instead of spending it in my cash, I will put it in my bank account. I open bank account. Assume I am opening a bank account in, I'm usually having my bank account in Karur Vaishya Bank. Karur Vaishya Bank, I'm having a bank account. So in that bank account, I will deposited my 1 lakh. Whenever I require, at any point of time, at any time, anywhere in India, or if you are having international debit card, you can use the debit card in anywhere for that 1 lakh amount. You are restricted to use 1 lakh amount. That is your own cash. You are owing that cash. Suppose make a payment, or I'll write down groceries has been purchased by using debit card worth rupees 50,000. Or alternatively, instead of why you want to go for groceries, I can give you a good clarity of goods purchased for rupees 50,000 using debit card. Now think and tell me, what is the journal entry you will pass? Obviously, one account should be purchases account. That should be 50,000. By using a debit card, my cash has got decreased. Whether physical cash has got increased, my bank's cash has been got increased. In my bank account, the cash balance got increased. That is, bank balance got decreased. So I will write down purchases to bank. Means here for the debit card transaction, it is like a check. In check, we are following alternative accounting treatment 1. In check also, there is a second alternative accounting treatment, treating a check as a cash. Here we are not treating a check as a cash. Here we are treating a check as a check only. In the same way, in a debit card, we are treating them only as a bank account, not a cash account. Everybody understood? Yes. Now, assuming I will have another thing. I am doing my business. I am doing my business. For that, I am purchasing some goods using my debit card. Okay. On that, I am making a payment. Fine. As I am also doing my business, received rupees 70,000 through debit card. Through debit card from Ram Kumar as rupees as CA final fees. Now think and tell me what is a journal entry I will pass. Think and tell me what is a journal entry I will pass. This is independent. Everybody, those who are watching the classes also slightly think and comment. Received rupees 70,000 through debit card from Ram Kumar as CA final fees, or for your convenience, I will change this to 20,000 as CA foundation fees. Think and tell whether I am receiving in what mode, check, debit card, or any mode. My bank balance has got going to decrease. So I'm going to debit the bank account. 2, I can use the term Ram Kumar account, or the journal entry can be bank account debit to fees income account. 20,000, 20,000. I used to follow bank account to fees income account. This is a one journal entry I should pass. Whether I am making a payment through my debit card, it is like a payment. The business person should know, the business person will make others to use the debit card to make a payment. Means the business person will not use debit card to make a payment. Who is a business person? That business person will have a other person or will receive a cash from other person by using a debit card. For debit card, we will have some machine. No, in that we will swipe the debit card. On that, immediately cash will be deposited in the bank. Immediately cash will get transferred. You will get a message. Instead of using UPI also, it's like debit card transaction only. You are using a UPI. What is an UPI? Instead of debit card, I am using the word UPI. Even though the entry is going to be remain same, because your own cash only you got transferred, right? You are receiving your own cash, right? In the same way, goods purchased by using debit card, instead of debit card, I may use UPI, Google Pay. Then you will pass a Google Pay account. No, purchases to bank. Even though received 20,000 through UPI from Ram Kumar as a CA foundation fees, at the time also journal entry remains same, bank to fees income account or bank to Ram Kumar account. Are you able to understand? So, but actually speaking, for that, bank will deduct some charges like 0.5% as a convenience charges. What is the convenience here I'm making? If I deposited, if I received a check, no, for the received check, I should collect all the check and go to some day on the bank and I should deposit. Then I should wait for 3 days. Then only the check got cleared. The entire process needs to be happen. For that, I will be convincing when sitting this place by using the swiping machine. The swiping machine charges will be there. Convenience charges will be there. That tax charges will be there. For that, for debit card, usually they are not deducting any transaction For the credit card only, they are deducting a transaction by using a swipe machine. Okay, for debit card, they are not charging, assuming they can also be a possibility that some banks are using a debit card, even for debit card transaction also, they are taking 0.5%, 1, 2 also it is going to be happen. Basically, that should be collected. Many of the organizations are collecting from the customers. But what we are doing is, what we can do, we can also set off that amount. Means 0.5 on 20,000 will become how much? 0.5 on 20,000 will become how much? 100 rupees, right? 0.5. I hope you have got 100 rupees. For that 100 rupees, the entry will be convenience charges, account debit to bank account 100 net effect in my bank account. I will receive only bank account. In my bank account, I can only receive 19,900 only. I may not enjoy entire 20,000 rupees. Are you able to understood this of this debit card transaction? Yes. Whether we are making a payment, our bank balance will decrease. Whether we are receiving a bank payment through debit card, our bank balance got increased. Now come to a credit card. What is a credit card, sir? Here, this credit card, I want to give a clarity. Basically, it will be treated like a short-term loan for a period of 45 days. Basically, 30 days, 50 days will be there. I'm assuming, or else I will take for 50 days. Assuming the same entry using credit card. Using credit card. I want to give you a clarity over the concept. The credit card can be two-way. One is my own bank account credit card or others bank account credit card. For debit card in KVB, I should surely open a bank account. For credit card, bank account is not mandatory in that bank itself, where we are receiving that credit card. Where we are receiving that credit card, guys. Now, goods purchased for rupees 50,000 using a credit card. What is a journal entry you will pass? Here, purchases account debit, rupees 50,000, I will record it. On the credit side also, I am going to put 50,000. Assume this credit card has been taken from HDFC bank account. I am having which bank? KVB bank. On that, I am making this 50,000 payment. But the credit card, I am using it from which bank? Actually, I am not using any credit card. Right now itself, practically speaking, myself, I am not using any credit card because I treat that credit card is like some disease which we are making, which we could not able to use it. If you used to it, we will surely going to use. Without our intention, we are going to purchase anything based on our needs. Even though even for luxuries, we are having someone who is going to give you a cash note. This is not your hard-earned money, so that you will take everything on EMIs, everything on higher purchase. Okay, so you will enjoy like anything if you lavishly, if you having a credit card. Many of them are having 5 to 6 credit card. No, that will surely going to, if they can know how to manage this, this is not be a burden for you. For most of the people, it will be a burden. Okay, so the purchases account 52. Here, I'm going to not simply put bank account. Here, I'm going to use the term HDFC bank account. Why specifically HDFC bank account, sir? Here, Sudarshan is treating this HDFC bank account. Sudarshan is a business person using a debit card. Sudarshan is a business person using a credit card. Sudarshan is a person treating the HDFC bank as a creditor. As a creditor. whether I am purchasing from that supplier. No, that supplier immediately swiping my credit card. The cash is got immediately transferred in his bank account. The liability of 50,000 will be there in my HDFC credit card account, or you can also pass a journal entry HDFC bank account, or you can also pass a journal entry HDFC credit card account. Okay, purchases account debit to HDFC credit card account, or purchases account debit to HDFC bank account. This is a one way where I was making a payment, where that person, business person, is using his debit card to make a payment. Now, coming to the next part. Same. Received rupees 20,000 through credit card from Anil as a CA foundation fee. As a CA foundation fee. Now also, I am only receiving. Which mode it is irrelevant for me. Whether debit card, credit card, UPI transaction, that is irrelevant for me. I am receiving a cash. If I am receiving a cash through my bank balance got increased. At that time also, the journal entry will be bank to fees income account or bank account debit to Anil account. Okay, bank to fees income account 20,000, 20,000. So from now onwards, I'm going to conclude this. For this credit card also, I'm going to make a 0.5% transaction fee, which I can also have an option to collect it from you, like an add-on of 20,100. Instead of having 20,000, I should put it and swipe it. Instead, I will put 20,100 and I will swipe it. Or if the organization is good, if I have a good-hearted person, this 5% will be taken bear by the 0.5% will be bear by the business. Then at that time, they will receive 19,900. Okay. To conclude this, for debit card, if we used basically a payment, bank account got decreased. If we received a cash using debit card, or instead of debit card, I can also use the term UPI. If we received a cash using debit card, it is like a receipt. Our bank account got increased. Our bank account got increased where we are having that account. Then if it is a credit card, if we used, it is a payment. Then bank account got increased. Which bank account? Here, that in my example, HDFC bank account. Here I am treating HDFC bank account as my creditor. HDFC bank account as my creditor. Okay. In the same way, if we receive a fee or an income using their credit card, means it is a receipt, our bank account will be increased. Own bank account will got increased. I will tell you alternative thing. It means an extension of that. Here on that 50,000, we have done no. This is, assume this is happened on 1st April. On, assume my bill date. My bill date on 1/6. Okay, my bill date will be on 1/6. At that time, I should make a payment. To whom? HDFC Bank, my credit card person. At the time, I will pass a journal entry. Bank account debit to my bank account. To my bank account, whether I am making in bank, if I am making in cash, I will put cash account. So the entry will be here. Why I am debiting the HDFC Bank? My liability got decreased. Means my creditors, I am decreasing it. This is creditors. Okay. Bank account, my cash balance got decreased. Okay. Maybe I will tell you. Payment to this HDFC Bank can be happen to debit card also. Credit card payment. Listen, this is practically happening in personal life, many persons' life. Credit payment or credit card payment has been, or I will write it over here. Credit card payment has been paid by using debit card or UPI. What I will do, simply my example, HDFC bank account debit or HDFC credit card account debit to bank account. Assuming I am having a cash in my KVB bank account. Here instead of bank account, I can use the term KVB bank. You can have 5 debit cards in 5 bank accounts and you can have 1 credit card. Whatever the payment which you are making from which debit card, you should credit that debit card value. That is a KVB bank account, like assuming 50,000. 50,000 is the value I missed. This is at the time of making a credit card payment. Using a credit card, the entry will be like creating a person purchases account debit to HDFC Bank. I hope this will be helpful for both the CA Foundation students, CMA Intermediate students, even for CMA Foundation as well. I hope you have enjoyed this. And if you want more like this in-depth fundamentals, you can go and surely check out our classes, which is a paid classes, which is we are offering at a launch price as a very nominal value. The course fees is somewhere 1,000 rupees. We are offering them at 400 rupees for a very some time. Till September 30, we are having that offer. Go and surely check it out and enjoy the classes. If you have any doubts, surely connect with me on my WhatsApp number in the description below. Like if you want to tell me also, I can tell you 9043971982. So have a nice day, guys. Stay tuned for more updates.